Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to give you a tour of the Roaring River land that the government gave to China Harbor Engineering Company. Now I want to talk to you guys about that statement. The government gave China Harbor Engineering Company. A lot of people have left comments stating that the government didn't give Chec the land, but Chec built the road and the land was used as payment. But I think it's the other way around. The land was given, as a matter of fact, China Harbor Engineering Company asked for the land. And the land was never valued. The land was never factored into the price that you pay retoll for building the highway. So the land was more or less a sweetener to get China Harbor Engineering Company to Jamaica. Now, when the highway opened and they started to collect toll, the land was not transferred to China Harbor Engineering Company at that time. The land never factored into the cost of the toll. The land was basically, as we said earlier, a sweetener to get China Harbor Engineering Company to come and work on the highway. Now, when the highway was finished, it cost US $730 million. The Jamaica North-South Highway has a concession, that's a company owned by Chec, has a concession to collect toll on the highway for 50 years to repay for the cost of building the highway. So basically the toll was factored in to repay the $730 million US. And at the time this road was built, it was the most expensive capital expenditure project in Jamaica. $730 million US. It could have been the most expensive in the Caribbean. Now, I think it was an excellent deal. And this deal brought the land we're talking about. Remember now, the land, on the date that they worked out the toll, the land was not transferred to Chec. The land was not valued. As a matter of fact, with the exception of this piece of land, some of the land was not, the 1,200 acres was not even identified. But China Harbor Engineering Company specifically asked for this piece of land at the beginning to be included in the 1,200. So if the land was never transferred to Chec on the day that they started to collect toll, that means there was no value. The land was never valued. That was admitted. It was never valued. So you don't know if this land is worth 100 million US. So the highway cost 730 million US to build. Okay, subtract 100 million US for the land, so the toll will be used to recoup 630 million US. No, it was not done. So the toll was worked out on the full price of the highway of 730 million US. Eventually, this land was transferred to Chec, but not at the time the toll was worked out, and I don't think the land was ever valued. Now, of all the land that was given to Chec, this is the best piece basically. Chec got 1,200 acres. So let's look at how the land came into play now. Jamaica was expanding, developing. They built Highway 2000 east-west leg from Kingston to Sandy Bay, a French company. The French company then started to work on this highway, Highway 2000 north-south leg from Kingston to Ocho Rios. But the French company ran into problems and they weren't able to finish. So the project stalled. Now this was a major project for the government at the time and it stalled. And then Chec came in and said, we will build the highway, we will pay for it, but you need to give us 1,200 acres of land and include this piece at Roaring River, what we're looking at now, as a part of the 1,200 acres. So the government said yes, because they needed to build a highway, and Chec is a superpower when it comes on to construction. One of the top 5 construction companies in the world. And I find it very strange that Chec was not interested in Jamaica before this land deal, because they never bid. They were not one of the final bidders when it came down to Highway 2000. Chec was not one of the 4. I don't even know if Chec even bid on the highway, the east-west leg or this leg. So the government said, yes, we will give you the land if you come and work on the project. So they came, they built the road, and they are still in Jamaica, developing Jamaica, and Jamaica has benefited tremendously from Chec being here. And the government, remember now, the land was never valued at the dates. The land was never valued, period. Even when it was transferred, it was not valued. When they worked out the toll rate, the land was still not transferred to Chec, and the toll was based on the full 730 million US value of the road. So the government eventually transferred this land to Chec and said to them, you have to develop the land. It's a stipulation. If you don't develop the land by a certain period of time, the land will go back to the Jamaican government. And that is what Chec is doing now. They have started to develop the land. So when we say the government gave China Harbour Engineering Company the land, it was a sweetener, so to say, to bring them to Jamaica. And more specifically, Chec asked for this piece of land. So that is why we use the terminology, the government gave Chec the land. Now guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Do you think this land, what do you think of this arrangement that we just discussed? Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.